Hello, this is Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play a cool 12-bar blues using blues harmonica comping styles. But before I show you how to do that, if you want to support the channel, then please hit the subscribe button and hit that little bell icon next to it so you get notified when I upload a new video. So, for this lesson you will need a C harmonica. We're playing in second position in the key of G, and it's going to sound a little bit like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's break it down and work on it lick by lick. So your first lick, which is going to happen over the one chord right at the beginning, sounds like this. Okay, so let's break this lick into two parts. First of all, we have the comping, which is mixing single notes and chords. So mixing single notes and chugging. So that's the... So what I'm doing, I'm playing a 2 draw on beat 1, and then I'm playing a 3 draw on beat 3. So that's... And then in between, I'm switching to the chord pattern, which is going to be in, out, out on holes 1, 2, and 3. So we've got... So get comfortable with both halves of that, and then try putting them together, like this. Okay? The crucial thing is to make sure that you are transitioning nice and neatly between the clean single note and the chord, and that you're not blurring the lines between the two. The other thing to make sure of is that you're not playing those chords too hard. A lot of people tend to do this, and it sounds awful. What you need to do is imagine that you are playing a lead guitar and a rhythm guitar. The lead guitar needs to be louder, that's the clean single note. And the rhythm guitar needs to be quieter, that's the chugging. The chugging supports the single notes. Okay? So, the next part of that lick, the second half, is all single notes. Okay, so we're playing 2 draw, 3 draw, 2 draw, 2 draw. And then we have a little 8th note rest, and then we play 1 draw, 2 blow, 1 draw. And that might feel a little bit incomplete, and that's just because this lick is designed to flow into the next lick. So it'll all make sense when we piece it together. So let's try that second half of the lick together, starting on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's put both bits together and play through it all really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I tricked you there, I played it on a loop. Hopefully you followed along. Don't worry if you didn't, spend a little bit of time practicing that, and then when you're ready, let's move on to lick number 2, which is going to sound like this. Okay, so hopefully you can hear that this is very similar to lick 1. We've just got a slight variation in the second half. So we are playing 2 draw, 3 draw, 2 draw, 1 draw. and then one draw, two blow, one draw as we did before. So let's just play that second half together, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's put that in with the chugging. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. Now let's move on to lick number 3, which we play over the 4 chord and is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so very similar to lick 1, but we're changing some of the notes a little bit so that it fits better over the 4 chord. So we're still doing the same chugging, the same chords, but now we're playing a 1 blow on beat 1, that's the root note of the 4 chord, and then we're playing a 3 draw half step bend on beat 3, which is the flat 7 of the 4 chord. If you don't know what root and flat 7 means, don't worry about it too much. The root note is probably more important to know what that is. That's just the fundamental note of the chord. Flat 7 we'll get to in a later lesson. So 1 blow, 3 draw half step bend. So one thing to bear in mind, it's going to be a little bit confusing to switch what notes you're playing, to switch the direction of the airflow, because in the first lick you were using 2 draw at the beginning and now you're using 1 blow. So you might need to slow way down to get comfortable with that. So let's try that together nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the second half of that lick will sound like this. Okay, so that's 1 blow, then a little little 8th note rest, then 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend, then a little 8th note rest, and then we come back to our little hook, 1 draw, 2 blow, 1 draw. So that's. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's put both halves of that lick together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we move into lick 4 over the 1 chord, which is going to sound like this. Okay, so we're playing the comping pattern that we know from the beginning, and then in the second bar we're playing a set of staccato 8th notes, which last for an 8th note and then an 8th note rest. So 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw. So you play each of those notes on the beat and you leave a little half a beat rest in between them. Okay, let's try that bit together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, with the chugging. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then let's get to the 5th lick, which goes over the 5 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord in bars 9, 10, and 11, and it's going to sound like this. Okay, So we are playing the 4 draw on beat 1 of bar 9. We're going to hold that for 3 beats, and then on beat 4 we're going to bend it down to the 4 draw bend, and then move to the 4 blow on beat 1 of the next bar, and we're going to kill that 4 blow almost immediately. It's just going to last for half a beat. It's going to be an 8th note. And then you're going to have a 2.5 beat rest, and then play the 3 draw half step bend on beat 4. 2, 3, and then have a little half beat rest before we come back to the comping. Okay, so let's try that. Those 3 bars together, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Okay, and then finally we have a tiny bit left to do, which is the turnaround in bar 12, which sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, super easy. 2 draw on beat 1, and then 2 blow on beat 2, and 1 draw on the offbeat after beat 2. So let's try that together nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right, so this whole tune, there's no repetition in terms of licks. We're playing a different lick every time, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the turnaround. So I'm going to play through it, and I would like you to try and play along with me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3. Okay, excellent. So once you've learned how to play that, what you can do is you can take out the second half of each lick and just keep the comping, and then improvise your own bits in between. So you could do etc., etc. So there's lots of mileage in this. And to make it easier for you to learn it, if you want to download the tab for this, all you need to do is click on the link in the description below, or up here with the little card that's going to pop up, and that'll take you to my website where you can put your email address in and get a free download of that tab. And if you want a little bit more guidance than that, you can check out my online harmonica school, where I teach this kind of thing as well as a bunch of other stuff in a step-by-step curriculum. I also give feedback on your playing. I do weekly live Q&A sessions, and you get access to a bunch of other resources. So if you want to find out a little bit more about that, then click on the other link in the description below or up here. And yeah, before you do that, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new lesson, which is every Wednesday. All right, take it easy. Happy harping.